How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of our MLB The Show 25 Road to the Show series with our two-way player, Everett Scott. In the previous episode, we did partake in the All-Star break. We did finally win a home run derby after heavily cheesing the sliders in our favor and having to do it twice. Then we had a pretty good, 2 innings of pitching in the All-Star game. And then we lost a series 2-1 against the Tigers. Now we are a little bit Yeah, we are a month ahead, and we are taking on the Milwaukee Brewers in a 3-game set here. We are still heavily in the lead here in the NL Central. The Brewers are not doing good at all. They're 42.5 games back. So it's definitely safe to say at this point in the season they are done. This episode, though, we are hoping that we can win this 3-game series. We are pitching the final game, so hopefully we can at least get 2 out of the 3 and get a win. So we're not going to mess around here. We're just going to get right into it. We are going to jump into this first game against Milwaukee. Obviously, we are going to be left field in this one and then going to be the designated hitter in the next 2. So should we pick any specific uniforms? Now we'll just go with the default roads. Alright, so a boss challenge to start off game 1. That's pretty typical here. Seems like you always start off with boss challenge. And I think with nobody on and 2 outs, we will just keep it simple and go for a single. And first pitch, we hit that into right center, and that will go off the wall. We're getting 3 out of that. And we're in there. Okay. So we have a 2-out triple. 7 triples on the year. 1 pitch was all that took there. Okay, now we got Isaac Paredes up. He can come up clutch. He's known for his clutch, but also he's known for kind of being buns when he needs to be good. We take our 2-step lead here. He's not going to try and pick us off. And that will be a fly out. So 0-0 after the top of the first. So bottom of the first now, out in left. Brewers got nobody on with 2 outs. Trio up next. It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Okay. Should be easily catchable. There we go. And there we go. Nice diving play there in left. Back up to bat here in the top of the third. We got 1 on and 2 outs. See if we can get another big hit here. That's a solid hit. I think that is going to be a fly out though. And indeed it is. So we are through 2.5 innings. Back out and left now in the bottom of the 4th. Brewers got nobody on with 1 out. See what they can do here. And another Showtime activated. There we go. So back-to-back Showtime opportunities. Alright, top of the 6th, still scoreless here in Milwaukee. We're 1 for 2 with a triple, nobody on, 1 out. And we had a 3-1 count there. We hit a nice fastball. Good timing on it, and it just goes right back to Cortez on the mound there. That's unfortunate, but we're still scoreless. But now we're in the top of the 9th. Huge jump there. Nobody on, 1 out. Could come up big here. And we hit a frickin' very late sinker. That's just a pop-up. Definitely a pitcher's duel here. Now we're in the bottom of the 9th. Nobody on, 2 outs. Hoping to go to extras. That'll get down. We should still hopefully have him. Yes, we do. And we are going to extras. Okay, we are going into the bottom of the 11th. Brewers have a runner on second with 1 out. Good hit here, could bring him home. Okay, so they will have runners on the corners with only 1 out. So apparently they did not score. We got a runner on second now with one out. Are they going to let me actually hit, or am I going to get walked? I'm going to get walked.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one.
Okay. Delgado up.
Raynel Delgado, the next Cub to hit.
And that will be a double play to end the top of the... No, we bobbled it. So 2 down now with runners on the corners. And we get 4. And we're back up to bat here. Top of the 13th. We got a runner on second with 2 outs. We got a 4-0 lead here. Let's see if we can add to it. All right, we take a 4-pitch walk there. And I just realized I think Paredes might be injured because we got Delgado batting after me, not Paredes like normal.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Raynel Delgado.
And the second baseman will pick that up over to first. But we're up 4-0 here. And we should hopefully be able to hold on to it. But they got 2 on with 2 outs.
Walker is just 1 strike away.
That's a grounder. Picked up by the second baseman. Why? Okay, so now they got bases juiced with 2 outs. That was just a bad decision there from our second baseman. Or our shortstop, whichever one it was. So let's get back out here. They got bases juiced. Watch him hit a grand slam here.
The tying run at the plate. The ground out to
Okay, over to Trevor Story, over to second, and there we go. So this was definitely a pitcher's duel game, that's for sure. We didn't score any runs till we were already in extra innings. I got that triple and that was it. So not a very fun game for me, but we get the win regardless. And we are going to jump into game 2 now. Okay, start of game 2, and we are getting a dynamic challenge, which is different from our always getting boss challenges from the looks of it. Which I appreciate they give you the option, like to earn tokens and earn stats and stuff, but at some point it just gets annoying when every at bat it's just a boss challenge. It's like we don't need a boss challenge literally every at bat. And we get a little weak hit down the third base line. Over to first, 2 down now. We did not drive in that run. Speaking of boss challenges, here's our first one of the game. And we are losing 2-0 as we lead off the top of the 4th. We're just going to try and go big here with an extra base hit. And there we go. Nice hit into right field there, and we get a leadoff single. So not an extra base hit, but we're still on base. And we do have Paredes batting behind us now, so I wonder if he just got injured there for that first game.
Malley picks to first. Scott back on a dive.
You know we're going to steal, dude.
And a pitch. Runner takes off. Strike in there.
And there we go. Working on our 50-50 season. And there we go. I didn't even know we were over 50 already. So we have back-to-back 50-50 seasons. Last year was actually the first year we got over 50 steals in one season, and we did it very late into the season. Obviously, in real life, the only player to do a 50-50 season in real life is Shohei Ohtani. At least 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases, if you do not know. I didn't know until somebody told me in the comments, which I greatly appreciate. We have back-to-back years in game where we have a 50-50 season. I wish they told you that. Oh, that was a bad throw. Bad throw. But we are in there. We steal home. Another boss challenge. We're down by 1 still after we stole home. Just going to get on base here with nobody on and 2 outs. And we swing at the first pitch. That's a little weak hit again down the third base line. That's twice now in this game.
2 down,
Back up to bat here, top of the 7th. Nobody on once again with 2 outs. Still trailing by 1. That's a solid hit into right. But it's caught in right. Okay, top of the 9th. Tied at 2. We got a runner on first with 1 out. So we are boosted a little bit here. And another solid hit right off the rip into right. And that's off the wall. And Pete Crow, he's got that speed. We're going to hold up at second, and Pete Crow is in. Not even close. Me and Pete Crow, we're the speed demons here on this team. We got that 1-run lead. Now Paredes is up next, and he's boosted. We're going for 3. That's a little blooper. And Paredes has no speed. Definitely not a part of the speed demons. So there's 2 out now, and we're on 3rd. We're going to try and steal home again. He tries to pick me off. And he will not. And Bregman hits a little grounder. Second baseman over to first. At least we got that go-ahead run. So let's see if we can seal the deal here. They got 2 on, 2 out in the bottom of the 9th. Looking to take the series win here. A guaranteed series victory here with a 2-0 series lead. That's a little blooper. That's in the left. Did not see where the ball was. And he is in to tie it. And they must have tied it to force extras. Indeed they did. It's 4-4 now, and we got a runner on second with 1 out. See if we actually get a chance here. Yes, we do. We're getting our practice swing in. And we get called out looking. That was a bad call right there. Bad call. All right, we have a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 11th, but they have bases juiced with only 1 out. And that is going to be a fly ball into deep center. Pete Crow has that. Quick throw in. They do get that tag up, but still 1 run. Let's get back out there. I wish they would just continue it when you're on the bench. I wish you didn't have to be like enter game or simulate. Just let me see it. And that is going to drop. No, it will not. Pete Crow hustles in. And we take a 2-0 series lead. It's taken extras in both games 1 and 2. Let's see if we can actually get the offense going early in game 3 with me on the mound. So start of game 3 here, obviously, like normal, starting off with the boss challenge. We already got 1 run across the board. All right, so things are different from the previous 2 games. We actually have runs early here. And that is going to be a 1-pitch hit directly to the second baseman, and we are down. So we're on the mound here. Let's just try and record an out. And that is a pop-up on the 12-6 as my DualSense wireless controller battery level is low. And we get the out, and that's not Pete Crow in center. And Zach Nato swings and misses. We got 2 down here. And Churrillo hits that to first. And he takes it to the first base bag. We are through 1. Okay, bottom of the 2nd now. Christian Walker leading off for Milwaukee. And Walker hits a 1-pitch pop-up to left, or to third, excuse me. And Paredes puts it away for the first out. And McMahon hits a line drive down the third base. Or he hits a ball down third base line, rather. He gets a single with 1 out. And a swing and a miss from Brock Wilkin. We got 2 down with 1 on. And a circle change line drive right to our first baseman, and we are through 2. Okay, top of the 3rd. We're up to bat here. Got a runner on first with 2 outs. Let's just try and hit a single. That's a solid hit into deep center. And it is an out. Okay, bottom of the 3rd now. And a swing and a miss from Caro. Quick throw from our catcher to first. One down here. And Lara, whatever, strikes out looking at the knuckleball. And Frelick hits a cutter into the outfield. There's one on with 2 outs. And Nato crushes a knuckleball into left, but it is caught to end the third. And Churrillo hits that into right, and Colton Cowser puts it away for the first out in the bottom of the 4th. Christian Walker hits a ball down the third base line, gets past the third baseman, but he'll only get a single out of it. And McMahon hits it to first, 1 out and 2 out, the double play. And we're through 4. And Brock Wilken hits that circle change into deep right. And Cowser puts it away for the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And Toro strikes out looking. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. And a swing and a miss from Caro. And it's the end of the 5th. All right, top of the 6th, back up to bat here. We're 0 for 2. We got nobody on with 2 outs. And there we go, 1 pitch. And that is a no-doubt blast. And we're up 2-0. What better way to help our pitching than by giving us some runs? 111 on the season. All right, so bottom of the 6th now. Okay, it's Lara. Okay, I just wanted to wait and hear that. So bottom of the 6th now, Luis Lara leading off. We're up 2-0. And there's a bunt from Lara. Our third baseman over to first and still manages to get the out. 1 down. And Frelick watches that knuckleball drop in for strike 3, and we have 2 down now. And Nato crushes the knuckleball on the left. We should have it. And indeed we do. So we are through 6. Okay, bottom of the 7th now, up 3-0. We're going to try and retire the side in order. And a base hit up the middle for Churrillo. And we will not retire the side in order. And Christian Walker hits that into center, and it will drop. So they got runners on the corners now with no outs. And Ryan McMahon strikes out looking for the first out in the bottom of the 7th. And Wilkins swings and misses. And we have 2 down now with runners still on the corners. And that is a grounder to third, over to second for the force out. And we get through the inning without any damage. Okay, top of the 8th. We're up to bat here. We got a runner on first with no outs. And that is a hit over to short. And it is a double play. And Caro hits a pop-up. Our first baseman tracks it down for the first out in the bottom of the 8th. And we are getting pulled for no reason. They've been doing that a lot lately. So, all right, 8.1 innings pitched. Okay, so bottom of the 9th, and immediately our relief pitching gives up a run after we went through 8 shutout innings. You love to see that. But we still have a 2-run cushion. They're down to their final out, and he pops it up. Adley Rutschman gets under that and seals the sweep. All right, we love that. Definitely an improvement over the game, or the series against the Tigers in the previous episode. Very good pitching performance there, 23-0. And I think we've technically started in 25 games. And we got that solo bomb to help cushion our lead there. So definitely a very 7.1 innings pitched, rather, not 8.1. Gave up 5 hits, no runs, got 9 Ks and no walks. And we were 4 for 14 with a home run and 2 ribbies in that series. So definitely not our best batting series, that's for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap it up here. This might be a quick one after editing out all the non-essential stuff, and because we're only at 36 minutes here, so it might be a quick one after all that editing. But I hope you guys enjoy this one. I do have a question for you all, and that is, would you prefer, like with my content, if I just record and then just play it and don't edit out things? So like just talk, but the issue with that is like I don't talk all the time usually. So it's like there'd be a lot of dead air. So it's like, would you rather I just keep the editing style I have now, or would you rather I just hit record, play a series, and then edit out little bits and bobs that I need to, but otherwise basically just leave it unedited? That's what I'm wondering. If you're this far into the episode and you have an input on it, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Should I just keep the style I have now, or just upload my content unedited basically, and just whatever happens happens, leave it in? Um, but yeah, just let me know. I was just wondering. I was thinking about that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this episode and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. Thank you guys once again so much for watching, and until next time, take care.